Have you ever wondered how Spain, a country deeply rooted in Catholicism, was once under Islamic rule for more than 700 years? It's a question that might surprise you, but it's a historical truth that has shaped the Spain we know today. A story of power, religion, and cultural exchange that has left an indelible mark on the landscape of the Iberian Peninsula. Today, we delve into the fascinating history of the Islamic conquest of Spain. Before we venture into the heart of the conquest, it's essential to understand the prelude. In the early 8th century, the Visigothic kingdom in Spain was a cauldron of political instability and civil unrest. The throne was a hotbed of intrigue, with King Roderic's rule marred by dissent, rebellion, and treason. Yet amid this turbulence, key figures emerged, like Count Julian, a nobleman whose actions would later prove pivotal in the unfolding saga. The Visigothic kingdom, once a beacon of stability, was now a fragmented entity. Regional lords, more often than not, were at odds with the throne, while the common people bore the brunt of this power struggle. This internal strife created a vacuum, a chink in the armor that external forces were keen to exploit. With the Visigothic kingdom in disarray, the stage was set for a power shift. The year is 711, and a significant historical event is about to unfold. In the heat of summer, the Islamic armies, commanded by the formidable Tariq ibn Ziyad, set their sights on the Iberian Peninsula. The Strait of Gibraltar, a narrow stretch of water separating North Africa from the southernmost tip of Spain, proved to be no obstacle. With a fleet of ships, the Islamic forces crossed the strait, setting foot on what was then Visigothic Spain. This marked the beginning of an ambitious expedition, one that would forever alter the course of history. The first significant confrontation between the Islamic and Visigothic forces occurred at the Battle of Guadalete. The Visigothic king Roderick, confident in his superiority, led his forces into the battle. However, the Islamic forces, disciplined and strategic, fought with a fervor that was unmatched. The Visigothic army, taken by surprise, found themselves outmatched. The battle ended in a decisive victory for the Islamic forces, and King Roderick was defeated. This victory was not just a military triumph, it was a symbolic one. It marked the start of the Islamic conquest of Spain, a campaign that would span nearly 8 years. The defeat of King Roderick was a turning point, a moment that signified the decline of Visigothic power and the rise of a new Islamic era in Spain. The victory at Guadalete marked the beginning of a new era in Spain. With the initial victory, the Islamic forces began to expand their reach. It was not just a conquest, it was a transformation that would forever change the history of Spain. The Islamic forces, under the leadership of their dynamic commanders, began to solidify their control over the Iberian Peninsula. They pushed northward, capturing cities and towns, and within a span of 7 short years, they had control over most of Spain, the Balearic Islands, and even parts of southern France. What is remarkable is not just the speed of this expansion, but the way in which it was achieved. The Islamic forces were known for their tolerance towards the local populace. They allowed religious freedom, which earned them the goodwill of the people and helped in the consolidation of their rule. The city of Cordoba was established as the capital of the new Islamic state. Cordoba became a beacon of knowledge, culture, and progress. It was under Islamic rule that Cordoba flourished into one of the most advanced cities of the Middle Ages. The city was adorned with libraries, universities, and mosques that were unrivaled in their grandeur. The city's great mosque still stands today as a testament to the architectural prowess of the time. This period saw a phenomenal flourishing of the arts and sciences. Scholars from all over the Islamic world flocked to Cordoba, bringing with them knowledge from various fields. This led to significant advancements in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. The works of ancient Greek philosophers, which had been lost to the West, were translated and studied, preserving and enhancing this precious knowledge. The Islamic rule brought about significant changes in Spanish society, culture, and politics. It was a period of relative peace and prosperity. The fusion of Islamic, Christian, and Jewish cultures led to a unique blend of traditions and knowledge that would later be called the Golden Age of Spain. The legacy of this period is still visible in the rich cultural heritage of modern Spain. the Islamic rule brought about significant changes in Spanish society, culture, and politics. So, to sum up the Islamic conquest of Spain, we've traced a journey that began with the pre-conquest conditions. The Visigothic rule was marked by political instability and social unrest, paving the way for a new power to take reign. The Islamic conquest then set in motion, led by the formidable Tariq ibn Ziyad, whose decisive victory at the Battle of Guadalete marked the start of a new era in the Iberian Peninsula. The conquest wasn't just a military campaign, but a transformation of the entire socio-political landscape. This transformation continued with the expansion and consolidation of Islamic power across the region. Despite facing resistance, the Muslim rule succeeded in establishing a stable governance structure, with Córdoba as its thriving capital. It was a period of unprecedented growth in various spheres, including science, philosophy, art, and architecture. But the influence of the Islamic rule stretched beyond just political and economic domains. It brought about profound cultural changes, fostering a unique blend of the Islamic and local traditions. This cultural synthesis left a lasting imprint on the region's identity, the echoes of which can still be heard in the music, seen in the architecture, and felt in the ethos of Spain. The Islamic conquest of Spain was indeed a significant event that left an indelible mark on the annals of history.